Yo, what's up? I'm Jay Sean, and you're watching LTL. Eventually, you know, I think music found me, and I just couldn't give up the music. And somehow I knew this was what I was meant to do.
You're a great man.
You know, and like I said, it's funny how you don't know. I didn't know I was going to do this for a living. And sometimes if we're lucky enough, we find out what we're meant to do, right? Some people study, and they don't know what they want to do afterwards. I think I've gone a bit more back into the more sort of soulful R&B side of things. I started off like that, and then I had some very big pop songs. And then, you know, over the 10 years, music has changed so much. First, I started off with the Indian fusion, and then that sound kind of got tired, and I was like, okay, well, we've got to find something else. Then I started doing sort of pop R&B songs, and then of course, dance music became so big over the last 4 years. So then I had to do a couple of dance songs. I feel like, you know, 10 years ago, maybe 11 now, I've been doing this. And to still be able to do it and still be able to do shows around the world and come to places like this and have fans sing along, it's such a good feeling. Yeah, it's such a good feeling. Oh, wow. I mean, I'll be doing a lot of songs today. I mean, obviously, because it's a very long show. Some of the up-tempo songs are really fun. I really enjoy songs like 2012. To do live, and I really love doing my new song Mars. I love that song. Like, it's a slow song, but it just allows me to really sing, and the crowd can chill out for a bit because I get them going so much. That's so they get to relax for a little bit, and then they can get their energy back up. I thought of the concept about, you know, how no relationship is ever perfect, and why is it that sometimes we want to kill each other, and then at other times we just can't live without each other? And I was like, you know, a relationship really is like, it's like that. You know, it's a bittersweet. And I thought Guns N' Roses was a really cool title for a song. One is actually going to be called Sargpanini.
How do you spell that?
I'm joking. Sargpanini is an Indian dish. I think when it comes to the names, one thing I have learned is, you know, you have to, even though I love my tradition, I think that sometimes in the Western world, people don't know how to pronounce traditional names. And what happens, let's be honest, kids get bullied at school. You know, they do. They get picked on their names, they pick on their names because they can't pronounce it. It's not nice. So I'm going to give my, you know, child a name which it feels universal. So it could be still got traditional roots, but it's going to have, like, you know, people around the world will be able to still say it. Like Jay. Jay is still an Indian name. You know, Jay is an Indian name, but in Western world they can say it too. It's, you know. Oh my God, beach parties are always fun. I mean, who doesn't love the beach? Everyone loves the beach. First of all, everyone loves going to the beach. When you go to the beach, you're in, you know, you're already in the mood to have a good time. You know, and you know, it's open air, as opposed to you don't feel confined, so you've got the weather, it's beautiful, you've got this beautiful scenery. It's just always a good time. We have a great time on beach parties. Yeah. Oh God. You know, I don't have a favorite song. I definitely don't have a favorite song. As a musician and as a singer-songwriter, I don't think it's possible to just really have one favorite song. I might have favorite albums. You know, like, for example, obviously I love Stevie Wonder's music, I love Michael Jackson's music, I love a lot of soul music like Donald Jones' music, Soul Child, I love their music. Boyz II Men, definite favourite of mine. So, you know, I love those kind of artists. Yeah. I like being silly. I think too many people take themselves too seriously sometimes. You know, it's like in Instagram pictures, like, even if I do like a really stupid post or like a cheesy post, I'll say it in the hashtag. Like, you know what I always find funny about Instagram is people take photos of themselves where they think they look nice, right? Like they've done themselves up and they've got their makeup, and they take the picture, and really the caption should be, I think I look really nice here. That's why I have posted this picture. Nobody does that. They write some crap underneath like, in the stars you can see. And it's got nothing to do with the picture. It's got nothing to do with the picture. So I love doing that kind of stuff where I call people out on that, and I call that irrelevant hashtag. Irrelevant caption, yeah. So I have fun with Instagram, I enjoy it. mean, I absolutely love movies. I'm like, I don't watch TV. I watch movies. I never watch TV. Like, I don't watch reality shows. I don't watch anything like that. I watched Breaking Bad, which was amazing. You guys watched that? That's crazy. So, but I love movies. You know, I think really for me, I love exploring a lot. I'm a big explorer. So if I'm in a city, I want to go and eat where the locals eat. I want to go and see the local bars, the local food. I love culture. So for me, you know, that's one thing I like to do. I like to explore.
Have you explored like many different places?
Yeah, I've been around the whole world, man. Been around the whole world. I mean, the only place I haven't been really is South America, which I'm probably going to do now because I did a Spanish remix of Mars. For certain reasons. In Asia, I love the culture because it's very respectful, polite, kind, and you don't find that a lot of the time in the West. People are very, very well mannered here, and that we have something to learn from that, I think. And I love going out to the Caribbean because it's so chill, relaxed, and the people there are very friendly. I love America because it makes me think big, it makes me dream big, it makes me believe I can do anything. I love Europe because of its history and its culture. So all parts of the world, and the Middle East is just so fancy and flamboyant, and it's like, you know, I love that about it. So, you know, it's a lot of beautiful places on the world that, you know, I've been so lucky to see. Well, I would have been a doctor because I was studying obviously. So, like, you know, a lot of my friends who were in my when I left medical school, they're all doctors now, and you know, they've got kids, and it's a different life. And I finally got there, but they did that very early on because my lifestyle's too crazy. You know what I mean? Like for me to settle down and finally start a family, it took a while. All of my friends, they did it 2 or 3 years ago. So, you know, and like I said, they're very settled, and now I finally feel like I've got some peace, like I can, you know what I mean, like I can finally settle down and do my thing now. I see my friends, very social person. If ever I'm in, well, I live in New York now, so if ever I have a day off or an evening off, I'll call my friends and we'll catch up and go out for dinner. I like doing very low-key things. I don't actually like doing things that you think celebrities do. I think that's really cheesy and corny. Oh, let's go to this restaurant, there's going to be paparazzi. Like, no! I don't want paparazzi, I want to chill out with my friends. So let's not go to that restaurant, let's go somewhere where they don't expect us to be, you know? I like doing that, and I think it's important to have a balance in life. I mean, you know, you can't surround yourself too much with that scene. It's like, you need to switch off sometimes, just be a normal human being, you know what I mean? And I enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's funny, again, what celebrities do. I find it hilarious. Oh, I don't want to be noticed in the airport, so let me put my sunglasses on and a hoodie, and then everyone will look at me anyway because I'm the only idiot with sunglasses on. So, like, you know, you don't need to do that. People are cool. I think, you know, I think sometimes, like, I need my security sometimes, and he'll be like, okay, guys, like, for example, today I had no sleep. So when I got up at the airport, if there were people who want pictures, I think they have to kind of understand that I've had no sleep on the plane and it's going to be difficult. So I want to go and say hi to them, and then I'll make sure that I get to see them at another time during the show, and I'll take pictures with them at their hotel or something. We organise that, and I always like to be nice to my fans. But, you know, and I think people are very understanding. Yeah. I mean, you know, now that the album is done and it's out there, I can, you know, I don't want to miss those early few days and few years and months with my baby, you know, and I think that's the most important. I've never looked forward to anything in life more than being a dad, I'll be honest with you. Like, for me, it's the biggest accomplishment. Bigger than my #1s, bigger than anything, bigger than all of that, because, you know, that little kid, it doesn't care what dad does. You know what I mean? It doesn't care whether dad's a pop star, whether he's the president. It doesn't care. It's just that, you know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. Do that. You see, as singers, as opposed to like rappers rap about themselves a lot of the time. They rap about their own life, and that's that culture. With singing, we have to try to write about stuff which could relate to most people, and a lot of the time we draw on our own experiences. For example, breakups, falling in love, or whatever it is. We write from the heart. But we know that we're not the only people who've gone through it. You know, you might have been through it. Someone might be looking for love. Someone might have just been hurt by love. And a lot of the time, love songs, that's why they're the biggest hits, because everyone around the world can relate to that. You know, so we try to put that in our head.